Send it. Can you take a picture of all of these?
Why?
Because I want you to send it to class.
Okay. Let's study for your test, okay?
Okay.
Alright, you're gonna tell me, you put the number of how many circles you see inside each box, okay? Alright, put the you see where I put the line?
Yes.
Alright, that's where you're gonna put your
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 over here. Zero.
Very good. Alright, let's see what are the things they want you to do.
4.
Another thing that they want you to do is different ways you could make, I don't need that pencil. Different ways you could make 5. Alright, so while I'm doing this, you grab two crayons. Oops, sorry. Let me put this here. You're gonna grab 2 different color of crayons, okay? So you could do this, okay? I'm gonna make couple circles, and you're gonna give me.
Got 3 colors. I mean 2 colors.
Get the skinnier ones. Okay, this side is okay. I don't know what.
Red. I mean red and green.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you pick red and red. Okay, this side is gonna be for red, and this side is gonna put it underneath the thing. Green. All right, give it here. Green.
I need to go close my nose.
Can you reach the paper? I'll get it for you. If you wanna put it, you can put it. You see, I put couple circles here. All right. You're gonna use those 2 colors that you choose. What color is this?
Green, red.
Green and red. So red, okay, is gonna be on that side. All right, and then green. How you spell green? How you spell green?
Green.
And how you spell red?
Red.
All right. So you're gonna do any combination here. All right. You're gonna color some red and some green. All right. The amount that you color that's green, you put the number here. All right. So go ahead. I'm glad now you're starting to color more inside the lines. That's very good. You finished, Michael?
I'm not
Put your socks, and then I need to read the book for you guys. And I think today I'm gonna take you guys to the bus stop.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Is Dad gonna do it?
Daddy's gonna move the car.
We're not gonna do it. The competition.
Good. That's very good. And continue to do the rest, all right? And I'll come and check back. You're doing excellent.
Oh, either way, he will be correct. Either way.
Michael, please don't tell him, okay? He has to write the numbers too.
Yeah. In kindergarten, you should have do this.
Maybe they had a different ways of teaching him. But either way, you guys know your numbers. That's all. They just want you to be able to.
Mommy told me what to do for that.
They just want you to be able to recognize numbers.
With me, you beat him.
Both of you. Okay?
Thank you. Oh my God, my thing's upside down.
Let's see.
My thing's upside down.
All right. You have 2 red. Very good. 3 greens. Good. 4 greens. Oh! You put the 4 in the wrong thing. You see? You have to pay attention to this. You need to fix this. You know why? You have the correct numbers, but in the wrong column. Okay? So fix that. That's very important. You have to pay attention. Okay? Just erase the number. No. Yeah. Erase the number and put it in the correct column. Not the one on top, just the one that you're doing here.
Someone doesn't know how to erase that.
Erase that, erase. Come on. Okay, you have to pay attention to all this, okay?
Pay attention.
All right, don't rush through things. All right, so you have 1 red, 4 green. And here you have 4 red, 1 green. And here you have, and you did it again. Ah. What color is this? What color is this?
Green.
How many green do you have?
2.
Yeah. What do you have for green? Ah, you see? You have to pay attention to where you put the numbers, because I specifically put the colors on top for you. All right? Okay, just what? Red? How many red?
3.
Okay. And how many green?
2.
Mm-hmm. All right, so make sure when you're taking the test, you pay attention to where you put your numbers, okay? Maybe the teacher might put the thing in different ways, but the way that I put it, you see, I even color it on top. Red. You look at the reds, all the red. This is why I was telling you, just do the colors first and then go back. And then you focus on all the reds and then the greens. Are you paying attention?
Yes.
All right. All right? So, luckily we figured out this mistake, so make sure you don't do that at school. Understand?
Yes.
All right. So, the next thing you need to do, let me write it for you, is the words. All right. So, now, listen. You have to recognize the words with the numbers. So I wrote these here, okay? You put the numbers that correspond to them, okay? Don't read it to him, Michael. He has to, because yesterday when I was taking a shower, I told you to read the words, okay? So you could know how the numbers are spelled. These. Remember I put these for you for you to read?
And that was mine.
And tomorrow, when you're doing this, I don't want you to turn the page to see what I wrote. So you should be recognized. What word is that?
2.
No. Okay?
Okay.
So first, it pretty much is from 0 up to 5. All right? So the ones that you know, you write the numbers. And then you could go back and you figure out the missing ones. All right?
All right.
Which words do you know? This is part of it too. What do you think this is?
0.
All right, so that you know. So write the number next to it. All right, what else do you know? What other numbers do you know how to spell? All right. I want you to take a few moments. Look at these. Okay?
3.
I want you to, when I tell you to turn the page to do the test, you're not going to be looking at these. All right? This is 1, 2. You see how 2 spell? T-W-O. 3, T-H-R-E-E. 3, 4, F-O-U-R. 5, F-I-V-E. All right? That's what I was telling you to do, okay? How you spell 1?
O-N-E.
2.
T.
Look at it now, because later on you're not going to be...
W-O.
Okay? 5.
You mean 3.
5.
F-I-V-E.
4.
F-O-U-R.
1,
O-N-E.
3,
T-H-R-E-E.
5.
F-I-V-E.
All right. So what's the first letter start with 3?
First letter start with 3.
Mm-hmm.
T.
Okay. What's the first letter in 2?
T.
All right. What's the first 2 letters in 3? The first 2 letters. This is the first 2.
T.
For
H.
3. What's the first 2 letters in the number 2?
T-W.
TW is for 2. All right. The first 2 letters. What's the first 2 letters of the number 3?
T-H.
Okay. So at least you need to remember these 2. TH is for 3. TW is for 2. Okay. And then there's the rest of the letters. Okay. 3 start with TH. 2 start with TW. These are the 2 hard ones because they both start with T. Okay? Understand?
Yes.
The first 2 letters in 3 are... What's the first 2 letters in the number 3?
T-H.
Okay. What's the first 2 letters in 2?
T-W.
What's the first 2 letters in 5? That's another thing. They both...
F-I.
F-I. What about 4? The first 2 letters.
F-O.
Okay? So at least remember these. Okay? You have 2 numbers that start with the same letters. Okay? 4 and 5. Okay? They both start with F. But the second letters is different. For 5, I, five, is F-I. For 4 is F-O. Okay? For 2, it's T. For 3, it's T. But the second letters are different. TW is for 2. TH is for 3. Understand? So at least you'll know these differences. Okay?
Okay.
All right. No, not yet. Now, without looking, I need a different thing to block it.
Because it has the thing.
All right. Now, what's the first 2 letters in 2? Just the first 2 letters. What's the...
T-W.
Very good. What's the first 2 letters in 3?
T-H.
Very good. What's the first 2 letters in 5?
F-I.
Very good. What's the first 2 letters in 4?
F-O.
Very good. Okay? So at least if you don't... for now. But eventually you will need to know all of the letters. Okay? So for now, this is the trick for you to get to the test. Okay? 2, TW. 3, TH. 4, FO. 5, FI. Okay? So they're probably gonna give you, I don't know, I guess letters and numbers to match the letters with numbers. Maybe I'll do that after you do this one. To show you what I'm talking about. All right, now you're gonna look at the words and you put the numbers. Try it now.
And then I will shout. All right.
And then I need to read for you guys.
3, 1.
Well, you need to write the numbers. You could say them out loud, but I need you to know.
3.
Don't tell him anything. Okay?
1. 5. 2.
You're not done.
Oh. 0.
You did that one.
0. 4.
Okay. Very good. All right. See, now I make it easy for you. Just remember the first 2 letters. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, what was I thinking that they might do?
You're
Okay.
gonna mix up the numbers.
Yeah, let me do it for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so now what you're gonna do, all right, you're gonna put a line. Let's say, for instance, this is an example right here. Let's put 6 and 8. All right, for instance, they're not doing these numbers with you, 6 and 8, okay? Even though you know the numbers, you recognize the numbers. So this word is 6, so I match it with that. This number is 8 and this word is 8, so I match that. So this is what I want you to do. Match them for me. Here. What number is that?
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so these are the words I scramble and you have to match them. Okay, whichever they belong. Pay attention carefully. All right? Not just put a line. This is wrong already. All right? Do the ones that you know. All right?
And then the ones that are left, you may know what to do with them.
Okay, very good.
2.
Remember the last one?
Be quiet, Michael. Which one you didn't do yet? Let's go down the line. You did that one. Okay. Did you do this one? All right. So, what number is that?
1.
What letter start with 1?
T.
1. There are 4 letters that have similar things, that have 2 of them. Okay. All right. Very good.
Said the last
Listen. Okay. 4 and 5, they both start with F. 2 and 3, they both start with T. Okay? What?
one. And 2 start with T, and 3 start with the.
Yes, that's why I told him the first 2 letters. Okay? Okay? So for 0, that you know. What letters start with 0?
Z.
Z. That you automatically know. Whenever you see Z, that's for 0. Okay? For 1, it starts with O. That you should know. Okay? O for 1. Okay? So it's these 2, this group, these 4 you have to worry about. T, T, F, F. Please look. Give me that. Leave it alone. Okay? You've been fighting with it until now you break it. Leave it alone. Okay? 2 and 3 start with T. 4 and 5 start with F. Okay? It's the second letter that comes after them that's important. For 2, what's the second letter in the word 2?
T.
The second.
W.
W. Okay? W. What about 3? What's the second letter in 3?
H.
Okay? H. All right? What about 4? What's the second letter in the word 4?
O.
Okay? What's the second letter in 5?
I.
Very good. All right? So for now, okay, these are the things you need to remember for now. But eventually, if you can remember all of the letters in the word, that's perfect. But since you're having a hard time, we're just going to remember 2. The first 2. Okay? So 5, F-I, 4, F-O, 3, T-H, 2, T-W. Understand? And then another thing you have to be careful with is this. All right? They're going to give you the combination of the colors. I mean, you color the combination, but make sure you put the correct number under the correct color. Understand?
Yes.
So you have to pay attention to that. You did a great combination. You color inside the circles, but the most important part to put the numbers under the color, you did it kind of wrong because you were not paying attention to the colors. All right? You did 2, what is it? I think it was this one you got wrong. You did 4 green, but you put 4 under red. You did 1 red, but you put 1 under green. So that you will have wrong. You understand? So you have to make sure you put the colors, You have to make sure you put the colors inside the thing. This you got, you know how to go from 0 to 5, okay? So that's about it. All right. What's the first 2 letters in the word two?
T.
I don't want to do this.
O.
Two. TW.
TW.
3. What's the first 2 letter?
TH.
Okay. What about 5?
FI.
Very good. All right. So good luck on your test. I think it's today.
Today, I'm gonna play a video game.
Remember what I told you? Why I told you you cannot play video games this weekend? Tell me.
Because I didn't know my number.
No, you did something. Why did I tell you you cannot play video game?
Because I did something bad.
You did something bad. And I told you, in order for you to have the privilege of playing, what did you have to do?
I needed to do my studies.
You need to study. You need to know these 2, okay? The 1 plus tables and the 2 plus tables. All right? Did you study it this week? Even though I told you to do it? You did not. So this afternoon, after I pick you up, if you want to play video game after you do your homework, you have to know these. Otherwise, you're going to sit and watch Michael play. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
You the one who choose your punishment. Remember? So whose fault is that? Me or yours? That's your fault. At least I was nice enough and I said, okay, if you want to play video game, this is what you have to do, which is to know these 2 groups. You sort of know the 1s, but you need to know the 2 also. Capiche? That's all you have to do if you want to play video game after you do your homework.
Capiche.
All right. Let me do the reading before we get going. You're going to need to work on the project, okay?
Right.
Maybe Sunday or tomorrow after we go apple picking. All right, let me read. All right. So far, what do we know about Captain Morgan? What's going on?
His Oxford is done.
No. What did he do? He did couple things. From what I read.
He got
I will
out.
tell you
He got out of the town because he heard that people is trying to capture him.
To capture him. Why are they trying to capture him? Mark?
Because he's still.
Mark.
I know what he was doing.
Okay, that's why I'm asking you. Let's make it fast. Now it's 7:30.
He was getting so much gold and also killing much people and then go on the ship to get the treasure.
Okay. All right. So, who did he take the treasure from?
The pirates.
No. He's sort of a pirate, but the Spanish. Okay, the Spanish had a lot of gold. And why did his government tell him to go get it?
No.
Why did he went and get it?
Because his fellows needed to have money.
Excellent, Michael. That's right. Okay? His government, the king, did not tell him to go do it, but he went and did it anyway because all the places his king was telling him to go fight for him, there was no gold. But they needed money.
Or a little bit gold.
They didn't have anything valuable. Things were, they find stuff, but they were not valuable to them. But gold and silver and all these were valuable to them. They had debt. Debt is when they owe people. They had debt, so they wanted money to go pay their debtors. Okay? So he figured out, okay, this is the place where they have the gold. We're gonna do it and get it. That was his own decision. Okay? So now,
Then the king got mad at him.
they didn't tell what his king of England is feeling. But we know, however, the king of Spain was angry. King of Spain was very upset. So they put a bounty on his head. What is a bounty? When they put a certain amount of money on your head to catch you. Whoever catch you, they pay you that amount. Okay? So that's what his king of Spain wanted now. He sent out a request. Whoever catch Morgan, they get that amount of money. All right? So let me continue reading. Over time, however, raiders started employing bigger boats. The most common was the pinnace. Pinnaces ranged length from about 15 to 50 feet. The largest carried 60 men and had 2 or 3 moderate-sized rails. Such vessels were ideal for raiding because of their light weight. This allowed them to maneuver. What does the word maneuver mean? Maneuver. It's to move. Now what happened is that since they're trying to get more booty and loot, what is booty?
What they put on their head.
Oh, yeah.
Booty. What is loot?
Loot means to steal treasure chests.
Okay, that's close, Mark.
Money.
Loot is whatever they get after a war. Same thing with booty. Is the prize or the price that they get from taking away from the enemies. Look at the squirrel and the thing. I have some stuff to put for him later. I think that's why he came. Let's see. Okay, so now what's going on is that those pirates or privateer, now at this point, they're not privateer anymore. After what they did to the Spanish, they're not privateer anymore because they do it on their own. Now they are pirates because they're doing it without the government, their government telling them to do it. You understand the difference? Privateer is when the government tell them to go fight for them. A pirate is those who's actually doing it on their own without the government approval. You understand? All right, so that's a different. Okay, the word maneuver mean to move. Okay, so now that they are going after bigger loot, bigger treasure, they need more bigger ships. So now they have bigger ships to go after things. So when they have a lot of gold, they want to take everything. So to take everything, you must have something to carry it. All right, they don't want to make 50,000 trips to go back and forth to go get the gold. They want to do one trip and take everything with them. Because if they come back, let's say they took a small amount and then they come back, the thing may not be there. That's why sometimes they make maps and they dig it underground. They create a map. They put the treasure underground. So when they come back, they know where it is.
And they put an X.
That's right. An X marked the spot.
And then they dig.
That's fine. So people who usually have those maps try to go after it to see, okay, let's see where they put the thing. All right. So now, does all these things make sense? All the things you be seeing, and what's that cartoon you be with the Captain Hook or something with that cartoon? Jake's and the Pirate Never Ending Story, something like that. All right. So that's where they're getting those ideas from. Okay. All right, the cartoon may not be real, but the idea behind it is from these kind of things, events that happen for real. Understand?
Yes.
All right, so now we're saying about the ship. This allowed them to maneuver easily and escape from larger ships sent to capture or sink them. All right, so they built a better ship that could move easily. So when they come after them, they could move easily and faster. Okay? On occasion, successful privateers managed to acquire a frigate like Henry Morgan's ill-fated Axford. Okay, this was full-size warships equipped with numerous large sails and multiple cannon decks. Okay, frigate is a ship. Okay, with a lot of cannon. You guys remember in the summer?
The golden cannon.
Okay, so they were just explaining this part. Okay, now we're in chapter 4. It's 7:37. Okay, chapter 4. Daring escape from Lake Maracaibo. Okay, during the weeks and Morgans raided Maracaibo and Gibraltar, Spanish officials did not sit idle. What do that mean? The Spanish official did not sit idle. Remember, he raided their place and took their gold? Do you think the Spanish just sit there and let it happen? So now they're trying to do something about it. All right? That's what that means. They did not just sit around and do nothing. All right? They did not sit idle. When news about the English attack got out, the leading Spanish admiral in the region was furious. So it's like the huge war captain for the Spanish was upset. Okay? He was very upset.
I'm going to take them to the bus stop.
You're going to take them?
Yeah. I want to try it.
It did not sit idle. His name was Don Alonso de Campos y Espinosa. So that's the name of the admiral, the Spanish admiral. While he had only 3 warships at his disposal, the Magdalena, almost sound like me, San Luis, and Nuestra Senora, they were well equipped with cannon. So that was the Spanish captain's ships. Okay, we're gonna need to buy what is it? Sweatpants for them. Look at more. It already have a hole in it. Thank you.
With a hole already. We could go buy it.
Thus, although Morgan's fleet outnumbered his own, Don Alonso felt confident of victory.
Come here, Mom. Come here. Stand up.
To get revenge. Okay, maybe I'll stop here. We still have time, right? Good luck on your test. Silly girls, take your time, okay? Do what we studied about, okay? Come on. Good morning. Ah, long time don't see. Take care.